Hello, ladies. So it's been a while since I've been live, and just wanted to pop in and say hello and also talk about Tony Robbins' personal power and how he talks about the pleasure and pain principle. And then I want to get into a little bit about the truth of where I am. And I got inspired because my friend Bart, who lives in Europe, he, has this business called Wage Slave, but he is still, working at his company. So, he wanted to just be very transparent that he was still at his company. And so for me, I'm a full-time entrepreneur, but I am in a transition. And so this transition's a very different, kind of awkward period. But I do want to share a little bit about that. And I'll share about that in a little bit. But first, I want to get into this pleasure and pain principle. So this is what runs our whole life, is the pleasure and pain principle. So, it sounds pretty easy, but I don't think people, it's really important that you get it on like a DNA cellular level because it's affecting everything that we're doing. So, an example is, if you have a piece of chocolate cake, it might taste really good in the moment. And I'm all for having a piece of chocolate cake every now and then, but so if you have like a piece of chocolate cake all the time, you're getting that pleasure in the moment, but then the pain would be, maybe you're gaining weight, then you're losing self-confidence, you're not feeling well, you don't have enough energy. So these are like the example of the pleasure and pain principle. Say you need to be prospecting more, and the pleasure side is you'll get people signed up, you'll make a huge impact in their life. You'll also, make more income because of it. And then the downside is you might get rejected, and you don't like the feeling of rejected. So what we need to do is in all different areas, depending on whatever we need to be doing, we need to find more pleasure in what we're doing and really train our subconscious mind. So with affirmations, with writing down what the pleasure and pain principles are when you are thinking about the things that you actually need to be doing that you're not doing enough of. So I'll just go with prospecting. I know a lot of people here are in business. So if you need to be prospecting, but you're not, or you need to be doing Facebook ads and you're not, you need to be, if you're selling products, going to vendor fairs, putting out on Etsy, Shopify, wherever you're putting your products, you need to be doing it, but you're not doing it. So that means if you're not doing it, you're associating more pain to doing it than the pleasure of getting the reward. So what you need to do is really, really focus on, so the best way I think to do this is to step out of the equation so much and not taking it so personally. So really looking at the end person who's actually is getting it. And another thing I learned from this guy, Pat, I was at the Mahima Mindset event, and he was my partner in doing different activities. So he's a very successful man, and he found so much fun in getting yeses from people. So he does all different kinds of businesses just because it's fun for him. And so that's how it needs to be. You need to really have a lot of fun with this. So changing that pain, whatever the pain is, making it a lot more pleasurable and finding ways that you can make it a lot more pleasurable. So he would be happy with the no's. And you might have heard this before. So when you got a no, he's like, all right, cool, next person, just made it a fun game. Like, how many no's can you get? And then eventually after so many no's, you'll end up getting the yes. So this is the pleasure and pain principle that I learned from Tony Robbins. So every New Year's, I kind of pick up this old DVD set again, Personal Power. So this is like pretty old, but I just have it, and the principles are timeless. So during New Year's, I'll kind of pick it up again. It's like a 28-day like cassette player or DVD. So some of the things that he had us do are to write down a couple of the associations that are linked to positive behaviors in your life, and then a couple that are linked to negative behaviors in your life. So some of the things that I said is working out and eating healthy. That's a positive thing that I do. And then he says, what's the effect of them? So the effect is I have more energy, more confidence, just because I feel fit. So that's one of the things I think that I do positively. So another one is I keep a clean environment. So, I read The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. And so that was an amazing book. So if you do want to tidy up, but you're not really sure where to start or how exactly to do it, Marie Kondo is amazing at that. She always says, keep things that spark joy. If something's been, past 6 months, or even if it hasn't been, if it just doesn't spark joy for you anymore, then you get rid of it, and then clean and organize everything. She has a beautiful way of organizing. So once I read that book, I just kind of kept it up, and it's made, since when your environment's cleaner, you think more organized, you can breathe better. So those are the two things I think I do very well. So some of the things that I don't think I do very well is, well, I'm not dating. I mean, I would love to be in a relationship again, but I think I still associate too much like pain to relationships, and it's hard to like trust. So that's definitely one of the things I want to work on, is like start dating, but I need to change my, like, I guess, pleasure pain, neurology, is that, there are people that are not going to hurt you, and that it can be really a deep friendship and relationship, and it can be great. So obviously still working on that one. But I know I have to like go out there and start dating if I want to get in a relationship, right? So that's one of the things for me, with the pleasure pain principle. And so I'm also, so this is one of the things about me. So we go into like the truth of where I am in life, because that's kind of where this is going. So the next one, so I'm not very good at making calls to sign people up. And so I used to be a lot better at this when I was doing marketing consulting, because I was very clear on, where are you now with your marketing? Where do you want to be, and like how to get people there? So, but now it doesn't really bring me joy. Kind of back to Marie Kondo, it doesn't really bring me joy to go through a marketing funnel and stay up on top of like the algorithms for Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. So what I really love to do, which is, still kind of a newer concept, is getting more into spirituality. So I got into Course in Miracles, which I absolutely love. I do a lot of personal development programs. So I really want to teach mindset and the subconscious mind, creating success habits. So that's what I just love to get into. So that's what I've been working on. And so it's taken a lot longer than I thought it would. And so I'm like, shoot, maybe I should have stopped doing marketing so soon. But it didn't bring me joy. And I know when you really follow something you're passionate about and you don't give up, that you're going to succeed. So that's been the pivot for me, where I am now. So yeah, it's really different, because like the lifestyle I was living doing marketing, I had money coming in and clients and doing that and traveling. It was a lot of fun. But now that I'm switching directions, people still see me as the marketing and business person, and not so much as, the life coach, the mindset mentor that I want to be, because it's still kind of new. So this is like a big transition for me that I've been, going through. And so I know that you have to have, get the experience, and then get the testimonials. And so, yeah, so I'm really working on, getting more people, and I have had people reach out. So definitely I need to do more follow-ups. But I think for me, it's building that confidence around this new skill set that I'm doing. A little bit about where I am at right now. So yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys are up to in the world, and what's going on. If you're not in some of these associations that you have with pleasure and pain, some of them you're doing good, some of them that you could be working on, and any challenges that you're having. Have you guys ever been through this, pivot where you were doing something and you're pretty clear on what your path was, and then didn't find you joy, and so you pivoted to a new path? You're kind of in uncharted territory. Because that's kind of what I'm in. I mean, I have so much knowledge in the area, so it's really just packaging it, and being very clear on the results I'm getting people. And I'm starting to get some testimonials in, so that's nice. But yeah, it's really different. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.